Hey you guys, it's Casey. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about YouTube, how I met you guys, some of y'all, and for anybody who is kind of new to wax or the YouTube community related to wax, I just kind of wanted to talk through my journey. So I started, I've always kind of been into home fragrance. I've used plugins and stuff from Bath and Body Works and candles and all that. And I've been like dabbled in Scentsy for a long time. But I really started getting into Scentsy probably the beginning of last year, January 2020. And I just was kind of really interested in all the releases, and I was just loving it. And with COVID, like I started really being home more and really caring about the scent of my house. So one thing that I also love is podcasts, and I just love to have like noise in the background. I used to listen to NPR all of the time. I just like talking, and so I wasn't a music person. I was like a podcast news kind of person. So the kind of podcast that I listen to happen to be sort of like true crime, serial killer kind of podcasts. That's what I like. And for those of you that don't know, I work in child welfare. And so when I would be at work, I'd like be at my desk and I would want to have noise, like the talking, but it kind of is uncouth, right? To have, to be talking about like serial killers and stuff. And I also work in a management position. So like having headphones in is not really cool either. Like I need to be available and respond and stuff. So I needed something that I could kind of have in the background, but that wouldn't be like shocking or jarring to somebody who would come into my office. So that kind of aligned with me starting to like search YouTube videos, and I found some on Scentsy. So the first person I ever watched was Lisa Roberry. Like I just searched Scentsy, she comes up like right away, and she has a ton of followers. So I started watching her, and I started watching kind of her videos. And if you want to follow Lisa, she is like a real like professional grade, hear all of the things about what's going on with Scentsy, hauls kind of person. And she uses, you can tell she uses YouTube sort of to promote her business and to kind of, run her Scentsy show, which I really liked. I liked to listen to and get the sneak peeks before I was a consultant and all of that stuff. So I started watching her, and then she started talking about her best friend, which is Melanie from Mr. Kong's mom, which I started to follow. And I would follow her because she had fragrance empties. So it wasn't just Scentsy, it was also like candles and wax melts and things. And she also does kind of beauty content. So she does that kind of in the week. So beauty content like makeup, hair, skincare, that stuff. And then on the weekend, she did home fragrance. And I'm not really here for the beauty product stuff. So I would watch on the weekends. And I really enjoyed that. She had a lot of followers. I thought, so that's kind of how I started following people, is like who had a lot of followers. Like, I don't know. I'm like, if they're popular, they must be great. So I started following them. And then what happened is I would start to like run out of content. Like I watched all the videos or listened to all the videos. And so I wanted to keep watching. So I searched just like Scentsy, and I have a list here. So that's why I keep looking down of the people I started to follow. So I want to make sure to like highlight the people that like got me into this crazy business. So when I searched Scentsy, I found some of my very favorite people. So Patricia Nose to Toes. So it's Patricia G Nose to Toes, and her last name is Gates, and so she's on Instagram too. I love her. So she does a lot of the same things that Lisa does, but she is like, in my mind, a little bit more real. Like she's super polished. So I don't want to say like that she's not polished, but I just appreciated her honesty. Like that's what I was kind of looking for, is like, I want somebody who's going to tell me like this, I ain't buying it again. Right. The other thing about Patricia is that she does other wax too. She does Scentsy wax, but she does other wax. And so I kind of started to hear about that through her. At the same time, I started watching Patricia Jackson. So she's P Jackson, like son with an E at the end. And I love Patricia. So Patricia, first of all, she always has like either amazing earrings or she has her hair like in a wrap, and they're always so color. I just love the aesthetic of Patricia. She just is like so beautiful. Like I love it. I don't know. Anyway, and so she does Scentsy, and then she does some fragrance stuff, like perfumes and stuff. And so what happens like when you start to like grow your little YouTube watching obsession, you start to like see other people comment and start to like be really interested in what they're doing. So you start following them and then watching their videos and subscribing and watching them, and kind of start interacting with people and leaving comments and starting to build like a community, a friendship, like an interest, and something that you love and that they love. And so it kind of ties people together, which I like a lot. So I just want to talk through some other people that I love to watch on YouTube. And if you want to follow their channels, like I'll try and like spell them out for you guys so that you'll know where to follow them, and I'll tell you why I watch them and love them. So I like to watch Dani Lives Life C. So that's Dani, D-A-N-I, Lives Life, and then the letter C. Dani doesn't do Scentsy. She says that she used to sell Scentsy, but now she's just purely vendor wax. She does occasionally do some makeup stuff, but mostly it's vendor wax. And the thing that I really like about Dani is that she like can smell all of the scents. Like if I picked something up like a wax thing, she's like, oh yes, this has this and this and this. And she knows like what the oil is and what the dupe is for and all that stuff. It's like her nose is like incredible. She's beautiful. She's funny. She's got beautiful kids. So I like that, right? She like, when she films, she's like on her bed sometimes. And I think, she's just like living her life. And I love that. I started watching Canada Kim 1978. She's friends with Patricia, Nose to Toes, and they've done like kind of collab videos, and they both live in Canada. And I really like Canada Kim. She is so Canadian to me. I had like friends that were from Canada when I was really young, and then I have some like personal friends now that are from Canada, and they are like so genuinely nice people. Just like there's a niceness about Canadian people. Like it's just obviously nice, but so true. Like not having that kind of like fake nice. So if you think something, just like saying it and being real about it, like kind of that. My husband has that sort of, I call that like a northern attitude, where you're not trying to like pull any punches or like gloss over somebody's feelings. You just are genuinely nice, and you genuinely just say what you think. And she's just a breath of fresh air. I like her so much. So I watch her videos too. I started watching Ashlyn Long, and Ashlyn is ASHLYN, last name Long. And she's just somebody who popped up like in my, videos you may like feed. And she is young and like full of energy. She only does Scentsy, but she really likes it. And what I like about her is that some of her videos are pretty long, and I like longer videos because I'm usually listening to them rather than watching them. And just like her regular tone is, I like. But also, she has the thing that Dani has, which is like a really good nose. Like even with Scentsy, she can say like, oh yeah, I can smell these notes, even if they're not in the scent. So that's pretty interesting to me. One of my faves, Susan Fitzpatrick. I started watching her, and I absolutely love Susan Fitzpatrick. Like, I love her. First of all, I love her voice. Her voice is like so calming. Like it's like smoking marijuana. Like she's just calm and like soothing. I love to listen to Susan. And she melts a million things. She has a million vendors. She melts a million things. And I love that. Like her variety and her tastes is just, I love that. So I highly recommend her. When I do want to mention about Patricia Nose to Toes, one of the things that I love about her is that she remembers every scent note ever. Like I can pick up a bar, and this is picked for you. I have no idea what this smells. I mean, I don't know what the notes are. It smells like flowers and a little bit of like fruit, right? And I can try and pick out the fruit and try and identify the flower. Patricia, she'll know all 3 or 4 cent notes. She'll just rattle them off. And I'm amazed by that. Anyway, I started watching someone called Love Wax. I actually don't even know her name. She doesn't say it in her videos, so I don't know her name, but she buys wax with like her and her mom and her sister all buy wax. And like she's the voice, or she's the one who like purchases the wax and then smells all the sister and mom stuff. And so she hauls a lot. She has a lot of different vendors that she buys from. So, and she's real interactive if you comment. And then I love Johanna Allen. So if you don't watch Johanna Allen, you are missing out. So her and one of my favorite YouTubers, Johanna, makes me laugh every time I watch her. She is hilarious. Just like, she says the funniest things. Like last summer, she's talking about how hot it is and that she has swamp ass. And I'm like, girl, I love you. She makes me laugh, belly laugh. She's hilarious. And she's been getting into vendor wax. She does Scentsy and vendor wax. And so I really like her. I've just started watching Tashawn Smith. And Tashawn's name on YouTube is Brandi, Brandi, and then the numbers 389100. I really like Tashawn. She is so nice. And she is buying wax like I'm buying wax right now. She's like, haul. And I love that. I love to feel normal in my obsession, and she makes me feel normal. And I love that. I started watching Shannon Lee. Shannon Lee is from Canada. She doesn't post all the time, and all she posts is Scentsy and kind of her hauls and stuff. But I watch her for, she's a good Scentsy watcher. I watch Jessica D, and I really like Jessica D. She does not, she's the kind of person that can say nice things that doesn't, can say not nice things and make them sound nice. Like, she's like, this doesn't have any scent, but, probably wouldn't be a repurchase, but somebody might like it. Like, I don't know. It's just, she's nice. And she does a lot of hauls too. So I like her. Ramona. So if you sell, buy, smell wax, you got to know Ramona. Like, Ramona is a fast talking, like, Texas Canadian girl. I really liked Ramona. I like her. She is funny, and she I'm just enjoying watching her journey. Like, she's about to move to Canada. I can't wait to see that. She's going home, and she seems so excited in her videos. I can't wait to see how that is for her. Okay, the other person that makes me belly laugh is Metallica Mom. MetallicaMom.com. Her content is Scentsy, but it's also like just life. And man, first of all, okay, if you're watching her and you're like averse to curse words, or like people around you are, like, put in headphones. But she's so funny, and she just is so real. Like, she's gonna tell you she's from New York, and she's like from New York for real. And she is awesome. I like her so much. I watched Tennessee Girl in 1984. That's Devin. And Devin hauls so much. And like, Devin, if you watch this, I don't know if you watch YouTube videos or just make them, but if you watch this, I absolutely love this about her. So she does what all of us wax people do. Okay. So she does exactly what we all do, which is we say, we're going on a no buy. We are not buying any more wax. We have plenty of wax. We're not buying any more. And then we buy more. And then we say, okay, no, seriously. Like, we're definitely not buying any more wax. And then we do a haul video. And we do that all day, every day. Like, and then we justify it. Like, we say, it's because that's my favorite vendor, or like, I don't know when I'm going to be able to get this again, or, that wax, like, I'm going to always have that wax. Okay. Like, I do that every day, like, all the time. And so she does that in her videos, and then people like are mean about it. And I'm like, are you guys like wax people? Because that's how we roll, is we tell each other, like, we tell ourselves we're not buying anymore, and then we do. And so she's just so like us. She's so all of us. Like, I see you, girl, you see me. That's it. And so I hope if you see this, you don't take that the wrong way. I love when you say like, I'm on a wax ban, I'm not going to buy any more wax, and then your next video is a haul, because that is like the truth of wax. So thank you, really. I watched Courtney Blackburn. She's also from Canada. I don't know if all these Canadian people are like connected, and that's how I found them. I'm not really sure, but Courtney Blackburn hasn't posted a lot recently. But the last video she did was like 50 minutes long, which is like the angels singing. I love a long video because I just like the noise that I need. But she does just only Scentsy. And then, one of my very favorites is Amy, Scents and Songs. Amy is so soothing. She's like Susan to me. Like, her voice is just honey. Like, she just is like, and she, like, I don't know her. I just watch her, like, but I feel like I know her. And she seems like an old school hippie. And like, that's how I was raised. Like, I called my parents by their first name. They like, there were not rules. We didn't have rules in my house. Like, they were hippie people. And so that speaks to me. Like, I think that I see her, like, her being sort of that like free spirit, like hippie person. And I love that. I love that. And she sings, she's got a beautiful voice, and she plays guitar, and, you know, she's like just such a, like, again, like a nice person. I love Amy Scents and Songs. So I would subscribe. I follow, My Clothes Smell Like Candles. I think her name is Angela. She doesn't post like routinely, but when she does, she's funny because she like a lot of her videos have her mom in them, and her mom is so funny. Like, her and her mom's relationship is funny because her mom, like, she mispronounces things, she like acts like she doesn't know things, or she doesn't know things, and like, I think Angela is her name, kind of like corrects her mom, and it's so cute. Their relationship is so sweet. So I like to watch that. I love to watch Heidi. So Heidi is Heidi U, the letter U, to Scrap. I really like Heidi. And she is also from Canada. This is getting weird. But she's great. And she has had some things like recently with her doggies. And it's just like watching that has been kind of sad, but also like really real. I don't know. But she does hauls at like discount stores, like for us in the States is like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, that kind of stuff. And they have other stores up there that she does. But she's like just always buying like makeup and like discounted stuff. And I just like to watch that stuff. I am not one of those shoppers. I hate to go to a store where there's only one thing. Like, I want to go to a rack where there's 15 shirts in different sizes, all the same shirt. I don't want to go and like maybe one, you know, I'll look in the like large area and go, okay, I'll wear this. Like, I don't want to do that. But I respect people that do. I just don't want to do that. I hope everybody watches Spice Dawn. Spice Dawn was one of the very first YouTubers I ever watched. And I wasn't watching her actually for sound. She routinely gets like a lot of warmers. And I want to see what they look like in real life. I want to see like a real video, a real person. And so you can search on her page, and she has like a lot of videos on warmers, and they're short, and you can kind of see how they look, and she changes the bulbs and stuff. And she's recently been going through some stuff with cancer. And so that's kind of just like, I mean, it's nice to support each other, but it's also like really useful information. I just started watching two people that I would recommend you guys go and check out. So one is Carson Cole. I like Carson. I love his voice. He does not post as much as I would want him to. I wish that he did more videos, but it seems like he works out of town a lot. And so maybe he doesn't get to melt as much as he wants to. But I like his interaction. So, and then I just watched my first video with Kara S. Scent, like the word, like pennies, CENTS. And I really liked her video. She did a Scentsy Empties video that I just watched. And the reason I started following her is because she commented on one of my videos, and I was like, oh, I'm going to check her out. And so I really, really, really have been like interested in seeing what other content she puts out. So she has a couple of videos out. I hope she does more. She seems really genuine, and you know, I really like I'm interested to see what she does. And then the last person that's pretty new that I started watching is Ashley Nicole. She does not need my bump up. Like, she has a lot of followers or whatever, but I really like her too. She's Scentsy, but she's kind of in her wax journey, like in the same place that I am, which is like, I don't have a ton of vendors. I have a ton from particular vendors because like I went a little crazy and bought a lot of stuff. But she has like Scentsy stuff, and then she has a couple of vendors that she gets regularly, and she talks about their empties. And right now, like, her saga is trying to figure out how to do melting baskets. And like, I can relate to that, having just had a melting basket I didn't love. And so I've been, you know, like kind of following along with that. But so those are the people that I watch, and I need to know, like, who am I missing? Are there people that I should be watching that I'm missing out on? And tell me about them and their content. Do you have a channel, and should I watch it? So I think the wax community is so fun, and like, yeah, there's drama, which I don't understand, like wax drama, but if you follow some of the Facebook groups, you'll see that there's drama. But I just like how everybody interacts and is kind with each other and shares this like crazy obsession. And I think, you know, I think that we should love and support each other. And so if there's people that I need to be loving and supporting, you guys let me know down below. All right, talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.